Hey guys, what's up? R17 here. Big news today. About 50 minutes ago, Rockstar released the second GTA 5 trailer, and I just took about 25 screenshots or so, about 23, 25 screenshots that really kind of detailed the trailer. Took kind of the best shots of it, and right here you could see the landscape of Los Santos, aka LA. You see the famous observatory on the hill overlooking the city. Right away, you could see the draw distance is impressive. You could see the detail of the city, the detail of the buildings, the skyscrapers themselves. And you could see, if you look beyond that little midtown area of LA, past that, you could even see into the scape. Basically, more than just the detail of other buildings, you could kind of see the detail of the structures themselves. You know, that's in contrast to, say, GTA 4, where kind of the draw distance wasn't, it was impressive, but you could see where technology has gone. In this screenshot, you're seeing the outside of the main protagonist's house, which is Michael. And you could see it's supposed to be an Audi there. They have this symbol. And you could see here a lovely screenshot of someone getting their head cracked against the wall. This is Trevor, the second character you could play as. Basically, I'm sure the character is going to have a lot more fluidity and movements this time around. The mechanics are going to be better, and the engine of the game overall is going to be better. Here you could see a sort of like Doom Buggy go-kart. This is still the character of Trevor, and his story basically, even though they're going to all intertwine from what we know so far, he's going to be sort of the redneck type character. I mean, that's just obvious. This is how they're casting him as. He's going to be in the desert area of Los Santos. And you could see right here in the trailer he was blowing up a house. The house is just ready to blow up in the screenshot. Here you have a bridge in LA. Obviously those famous canals that we've all seen in LA. If everybody remembers Terminator 2, the scene with the truck in the canals. Remember in San Andreas, they kind of recreated that scene. It was a really cool scene where you're doing a chase scene through those canals under the bridge. And here's another scene where you could really take advantage and see the graphics. You see a city street, a busy city street, kind of suburb city. You see a bus coming down. You see a train coming down the middle. You see a number of NPCs walking around, which is non-playable characters. And the more characters you see, it really shows that the engine is strong. But not just that, you have to look at the detail of the characters. And you could see that these characters are a lot more detailed than GTA 4. If you didn't put a lot of time into GTA, you might not catch it, but I've definitely put in extensive time on both platforms. Here you'll see the Audi again, speeding down, but what's impressive with this screenshot is the character's face. I mean, you really see how detailed he is right through the front glass of the window, and it is really impressive. Right next to here is a scene where it's a chase scene on a highway from what the trailer showed, and this car is chasing, looks like a tractor trailer holding other cars. And this screenshot is frozen right before the car is ready to fall off the trailer. And it's pretty impressive. And it's definitely an important statement about the game, showing pretty much the engine of the game. Like I said again, the graphics engine and the game engine itself, what it's going to be able to do. And I don't know if it's still the Havoc engine, we're going to have to see. Here is Franklin, the third and final character. And basically there's going to be more screenshots of him as we go on, but he is the third protagonist besides Michael and Trevor. He's more of the city guy, kind of thuggish character, and you know, that's the way Rockstar has titled him, basically as a thuggish repo man working for a car dealership while he's doing a lot of illegal stuff on the side. Yet somehow all these three characters are intertwined. Later on, we're going to start seeing screenshots. You could see this is either Michael's house, it could be Franklin's house, but it's funny how they have an Apple computer basically there. Obviously, it's not Apple. They did a new symbol for it. Typical Rockstar in terms of funny references on pop culture. Another scenes with cars. I mean, this is kind of impressive. You see the graphics of these certain scenes. Chase scene on the highway. You see the character, which we find out later in the trailer, is Michael's son, and he's hanging off this trailer, basically holding a boat, and he's holding onto the sail, swinging across. The later screenshot will show the same thing, which is basically the opposite view, and you're seeing the character hanging off. But what's important here, just to point out, is this white car you see in here, right under the character. That's an upgrade from GTA 4. That was an exact car. It's supposed to be like the Lincoln Continental mixed with a Crown Victoria, and basically it does show you the passage of time because the car is different from GTA 4. I mean, little details like that. GTA 4 took place in around 2008, and this game obviously is taking place in either 2011 or 12, depending on when they state. But obviously GTA and Rockstar, they're showing the evolution of the cars. So the models will be, it'll be the same cars, but the models will be upgraded, obviously. And, you know, in terms of technological GPS and all that stuff that we had in GTA 4, I'm sure it's going to be even more advanced than here. Here's the big stuff, though, and I'm really excited about. Finally, we're bringing planes back again. Here's a nice close-up shot. Looks like a single prop plane, and it looks like Trevor's commanding the plane while he's got something in his hand. Whether it's a cell phone, we don't know. But just the detail. You see the landing strip, you see a desert in the background. So this is definitely outside of Los Santos, which is Trevor's territory, supposedly. The desert, kind of backwoods, country bumpkin lifestyle. And the next screenshot is basically showing the plane going around the mountains. So he must have taken off already. But you could just see the detail underneath the plane, the way the wing and everything. It looks really crisp. There's a reflection on the detail of the paint of the plane. I mean, that's all important. That's all graphical power that they're showing there. Next, we see 3 masked men with machine guns, and they're blowing open the door. Later in the trailer, you see it's a safe door. So it's obviously some type of mission involving a bank job or a robbery of some sort. And for all we know, this could be all 3 characters. This could be Michael, Franklin, and Trevor. And we're just going to have to wait and see. Next screenshot's actually important because now we're actually seeing, I think for the first time ever, you're seeing a dog in the game. This looks like a Rottweiler. And if you look closely in the passenger seat of the car, you can't really see who's driving too closely, but whatever mission it was a dog hopping over the trailer of this car, which looks like a Maserati or a Jaguar. And it was really interesting to show. I wonder if Rockstar is going to put animals in this. I don't know if that'll be the smartest move, obviously with the ASPCA, but we'll see. Next screenshot is really cool. It reminded me of Kane and Lynch, and I don't know if you guys have seen the earlier screenshots released earlier this week. It shows a masked man scaffolding down a tall skyscraper in Los Santos. Later in the trailer, they don't show it, but I know from the earlier screenshots this week, the character is breaking into the building. And basically they were cutting the glass and busting in. I don't know if this is part of the same job that we just saw, the same mission with the 3 masked men. Only time will tell, but looks like a definitely high-tech, slick mission. This is really something that I found really interesting. This screenshot, though you can hardly see it because of the sunlight, this is a Jeep or a type of truck driving out of, looks like a C-130 aircraft carrier. And in the following screenshot, you're going to see it's flying out. So I don't know what mission this is, but it definitely looks sick. And basically the Jeep drove out of the plane, and now the main character, I think this was Franklin in the scene, is going to parachute. So you're first shooting out of a plane with a car, then jumping out of the car in midair with a parachute. And you can see the detail of the mountains, and you make out roads in the lower right corner of the screenshot. You could already start seeing the detail, and you can see the graphics of the clouds. You know, one thing about GTA they said is this map is going to be huge, and they've been publicizing that everywhere. San Andreas, all of San Andreas, combined with Red Dead Redemption's map, combined with GTA 4's map, and they're doing that mainly because they want to bring back aviation in a big way with helicopters and planes. So they want you to have a huge landscape to fly across. It wouldn't be fun to fly across a map in a minute or two. They want this to really feel like a huge world where you have a free roaming, like you're in your own biodome, basically. And just from the screenshot alone, you could tell the landscape down below is huge. Here, traditional, we're having dirt bikes back again. And again, this looks like the backcountry. This looks like the mountains, not the desert area. This looks more the mountains and the hills and some sort of dirt bike race. And next, this is actually an impressive shot. This is Trevor, obviously on a mission, and these 2 trains are colliding. What's impressive here, if you look at the center of the crash, you could see the two trains start to bend back, and you could see the collision and the impact of the collision and the effect it's having, the ripples it's actually making in the metal. This is all, whether it's the Havoc engine that they used in GTA 4 mixed with other game engines, these are either a bunch of different engines at work or one engine at work, but nonetheless it's impressive. You're seeing the sparks underneath, but really the destruction damage is impressive here, and you really can't appreciate it from a screenshot. But if you watch the trailer over, you could see the metal start to ripple as both trains are colliding. Very impressive. Here was a great screenshot of the three main characters. And basically they're right near a helicopter. You see the cars in the background. You see bikes in the background. You know, I'm assuming that Trevor took the motorcycle. You know, go figure. And either Michael or Franklin rode in on the car. Just a guess. But if you look right next to Michael's legs, and Michael is the character with the suit in the far left, right next to his left knee, you'll see a bunch of missiles on the helicopter. And make no mistake, most of these aviation vehicles, whether it's helicopter or planes, a lot of them are going to have machine guns, just like in the previous GTAs, and a lot of them are going to have missiles. And in the next screenshot, you're going to see an F-16 here. And if you look in the distance, it fired 2 missiles. These 2 missiles are coming right into this helicopter right here, what was a helicopter, which is a ball of fire on your screen, and the tail of the helicopter. I mean, the damage of the missiles and the helicopters from the screenshots and the trailers I've seen look way more impressive than any of the previous GTAs. And if you played the DLC for GTA 4, Gay Tony, you remember you had, you know, at least a variation of helicopters as opposed to the original GTA 4. And they had missiles, but this looks more realistic. Not only the explosions, and again, the screenshots don't do it justice, but just the detail, the damage, and the vehicles themselves. When you're seeing the missiles launch, you know, guys, watch the trailer definitely and check it out for yourselves. You'll see. And closing off, I think this is just a great screenshot. You have Trevor covering his face, Franklin looking down, and Michael in disbelief. Obviously something happened here, and the characters are just in disbelief or disgusted. But I think, you know, if I had money, I would love to see what's on the other end, what they're looking at, whether it's a cinema scene, it's a murder scene, or a car accident, or maybe their bank heist went wrong, whatever it is. I'm just really interested to find out. I think this whole idea of using 3 protagonists, or 3 main characters, and you're able to switch on and off, playing with them at various points in the game, is something new and original for Rockstar, particularly GTA. I'm not going to bash it. I'm skeptical, but I won't judge it until the final product is out. In the meantime, guys, you know, go over the screenshot, see what you think, but more importantly, check out the trailer. And I'll have a link for the trailer, the HD link, so you guys could check out the full featured trailer. And sound off below with comments and everything. And as always, guys, like I told you, I write for a website called gamersextreme.org. Check it out. I'll provide the link for that down below too. And other than that, enjoy, guys, and game on. Take it easy.